getting into and out of politics. It began to crystallize in me that I had something that could be used for people who had no input into things. The 1950s and 1960s saw movements emerge among those who felt disenfranchised, including Black people for civil rights, women for equal rights, workers for better pay and union representation, the poor for better housing and jobs, and young people against government, religious, and social conservatism. The docile youth of the 1950s became forceful activists in the 1960s. While the 1950s was the golden age of capitalism, the 1960s saw an economic reversal as the World War II economic boom waned. The Black community was hardest hit by this downturn. The sprawling urban cities of the 1950s became centers of crime and violence, fueling demands for urban reform. Public trust in the government was low, and Black people in particular saw politics as an illegitimate way to make changes. All of this served as a backdrop to Chisolm's entry into politics. The civil rights movement was forcing the country to acknowledge the vestiges of slavery and discriminatory disparities, and led to a swell of support for progressive, liberal politicians who advocated social change and equality. While many in the movement embraced nonviolence and peaceful resistance, some organizations, such as the Nation of Islam and the Black Panthers, took a more radical approach, demanding equality through violence if needed.